Chairman Issa, Ranking Member Cummings, members of the subcommittee. I'm Paul Yarossi, President of HNTB Holdings. I'm here today representing the American Road Transportation Builders Association. ARTBA, now in its 110th year of service, represents all sorts of U.S. transportation construction industry, all of the sectors which sustains more than 2.2 million American jobs. ARTBA recognizes Federal regulations play a vital role in the fabric of our society. In the transportation area, they provide a sense of predictability and ensure a balance between meeting our nation's mobility needs and protecting the public interest. We commend Congress that acted in a bipartisan manner to improve the transportation project delivery process by cutting red tape in the recently enacted transportation bill. However, in other areas, Federal regulations hinder rather than help achieve the balance that we need. One of these instances is the recently enacted Federal rules governing the hours of service for commercial truck drivers may work. These rules are designated to ensure long-haul drivers do not drive to the point of exhaustion by spending too much time on the road. Transportation construction industry drivers are not long-haul operators who consistently spend many consecutive hours on the road in a given day. Generally, transportation construction industry commercial drivers do not operate in a manner that leads to concerns over fatigue. At the same time, transportation project owners, the driving public, and commercial shippers expect contractors to build projects in a timely and efficient manner with minimum disruption to traffic. In addition, the industry is also using innovative techniques to replace a bridge or a roadway, working intensively in a concentrated period of time, like over a single weekend. This situation is a prime example of applying a one-size-fits-all regulatory approach. While windows of 10 to 11 hours of drive time and 13 to 16 hours of on-duty time may seem adequate in other cases, in fact, those limitations can disrupt the efficient deployment of professionals and resources on construction job sites without a demonstrated increase in safety. Further increased costs would otherwise support capital and personal expansions. Another area of concern for our group is EPA's draft guidance that would greatly expand the reach of the Clean Water Act. In this undertaking, EPA is proposing a significant expansion of the Federal jurisdiction over wetlands, and doing so in a manner that bypasses the opportunity for my industry and other affected interests to provide input. Chief among our substantive concerns with this proposal is roadside ditches, which would be subject to Federal wetlands requirement. This is both unnecessary and potentially damaging to the transportation construction industry. Virtually every road or roadway improvement project in the U.S. has a ditch associated with it. As such, the EPA plan could provide that agency with an approval role in most, if not all, future roadway improvements. Notwithstanding the lack of viability of such a plan, it would inject major uncertainty and delays in the delivery of transportation benefits. If members of my industry are stuck in a continuing labyrinth of bureaucratic wetland approvals, they will be unable to make decisions about allocating existing personnel, let alone future hires. Chairman Mica and other leaders of the Transportation Infrastructure Committee have introduced a measure which would stop the EPA proposal. We would urge members of this committee to support that legislation. Finally, EPA has indicated it is evaluating whether or not to regulate coal ash as a hazardous substance. Coal ash is commonly used in materials such as concrete, which is a key component of transportation infrastructure improvements. Further, EPA has routinely noted the benefits of recycled coal ash in the transportation arena and its safety. Reversing course and designating coal ash as a hazardous material would remove the valuable tool of my industry efforts to create efficient U.S. transportation network at the lowest possible cost. Our study has found that will cost our industry more than $104 billion over the next 20 years. Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Cummings, Artberg deeply appreciates this opportunity to present testimony to you on this important issue. I look forward to answering any questions you have.
Thank you, Mr. Hamby.